The Chinese Feast is a 1995 cooking comedy film written and directed and edited by Su Hark. This movie came out an entire year before The God of Cookery, which is my favorite comedy of all time. But this film definitely influenced that one. It was just really surprising. But this movie's kind of rare and lesser known. If you want like a DVD off Amazon, it's like $300. So I think they probably got a copy like that for this screening because the subtitles had some typos. But I watched this at a bougie art house theater for a Su Hark retrospective. So this movie is about Kit. He is an amazing chef, probably one of the best in the world, but he's doing a cooking contest against Lung. The two of them are having an intense, three-course sort of contest. However, Kit's wife calls him. She's in labor, and she would like him to be there because there's complications. However, he's in the middle of the contest. He doesn't want to leave. So during the final showdown of the third course, he decides to go and leave for the hospital. And she's left him. She doesn't want to be second place. He is a great, amazing chef, but she doesn't want to be second fiddle to that, so he quits cooking forever. However, he's not the main character. We're following Chiu. He is a loan shark gangster whose girlfriend moved to Canada, so he wants to become a chef as a stable job instead of, loan collecting to go to Canada. He can't do loan collecting in Canada, so he wants to get chef skills. However, he does not have them, and he is arguing with his lackeys in a hotel lobby when Lung overhears and gives him his card, and he gets a job at the Han King restaurant, which is a place to bully him basically because he doesn't get to learn real cooking skills. He's the bottom of the totem pole, so they basically sort of push him around in the different areas of the kitchen. However, things get heated when Supergroup shows up. They are a large group of vicious businessmen with a pretentious chef who shows up and makes food in front of them and challenges them to a duel to make the Han and Qin Imperial Feast. It is a 3-day 18 dishes per day sort of super contest that's only been done twice ever in history in the modern day, based off of the old school Han and Qin dynasties fighting over each other and having an amazing super feast. So it's very expensive, but the super group challenges the owner of the Han King restaurant and whose daughter likes Chiu, and basically $50 million to win, lose the restaurant if they lose. The villain explains in the car that he wants to overtake all the oldest restaurant first and then sort of buy up all the restaurants and eventually the world and just take over, because that's what they're all about. So this is where the movie really kicks into gear. Lung basically is contacted and said, hey, I can't do it myself. I don't know how to do it, but you need to contact and try to find Kit. It's been 5 years since that contest. However, Kit's super drunk and he ends up being probably the biggest source of comedy for the entire movie. The movie's pretty slow for the first 20 to 30 minutes, and it really kicks up when they find Kit. They have to bring him back and help him lose the alcohol and basically get back into the kitchen and learn how to cook again and find that sort of spark. So they end up doing the super contest, which is really tense and full of weird, cooking techniques and dishes. And this movie is really weird because it's like not too silly, but it is silly enough, and definitely inspired The God of Cookery. The God of Cookery took this movie and made it even more zany and more fantastical, adding this, unique Stephen Chow sort of touch to it. This movie, definitely is in the same vein. Definitely one big laughing moment in the middle of the film. The rest of the movie has some nice little chuckle, slapstick humor throughout, some romance, some basic twists, and some interesting little things going on. Really good cast of lovable people, from Kenny B to Vincent Zhao. A few others in there too. So overall, The Chinese Feast is a sumptuous, fun little movie. If you can track it down and find it, I recommend it. I give it a 7.5 out of 10.